Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In true my channel fashion for the holiday series that I do every year, I am indeed going to be recapping every TV show that I watched in 2023. Now, I will more than likely probably watch at least one more show that will not be in this video before the year ends, because I still have about, like, while I'm filming this, at least 15 more days before December is over, and most likely I will probably watch something like Dash and Lily or something like that. But this is the majority of the shows that I've watched this year, and I thought this was a good time to film this video because this is kind of the time of year where I start really just focusing on watching Christmas movies or new movies that are coming out. I am saving my 6-month movie recap video until closer to the end of the year because I always see a movie on Christmas inevitably, so I want to save that. And yeah, so this is kind of just a good time to film this video, and it'll be the majority of the TV shows that I watched this year. I do want to go ahead and apologize for the amount of times that you're going to hear the words "this summer I turned pretty" come out of my mouth. I keep a log throughout the year. Every time I watch a show, I mark it in my notes app because I don't have, that I'm aware of, a letterbox for TV, so I keep it in my notes app. Alright, we'll start with January. In January, I was finishing up watching Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls, for some reason, just takes me forever to get through. So I was finishing up my fall rewatch of that in January, and then I watched Gilmore Girls Year in the Life, obviously. In January, February, I usually go through a phase where I watch a bunch of like summery stuff, so you'll see a lot of that sprinkled in through January and February as well. So for example, Outer Banks, and then I watched Bridgerton season 2, Normal People, Never Have I Ever, which I think was the first time I had seen Never Have I Ever. I'm pretty sure. I need to be better about marking that, but I think that was my first rewatch of, or not rewatch, my first watch of the show, Never Have I Ever. And then I watched Alexa and Katie for the first time and absolutely sobbed. So in February, I watched Saved by the Bell and Good Morning Miss Bliss. I watched a lot of Dance Moms clips on YouTube. It says I watched some of you. Slay. And then I watched Outer Banks season 3 because it came out, and I watched it in one day. So now in March, I continued with Saved by the Bell. I watched Daisy Jones and the Six as it aired, Normal People again, The Society again. Well, The Society, like, not again, but I was doing a rewatch of The Society. The Summer I Turned Pretty in one day again, because I don't think I've ever watched that show not in one day. I was watching a lot of Bondi Rescue. Don't ask. High School Musical, the musical, the series, season 1, because I just needed to feel something. In April, I decided it was about time to rewatch Dance Academy, so that's what I did. Rewatched Dance Academy. I watched Disney Channel Games 2008. Jury Duty, I watched the first 4 episodes, and then I watched them as they aired. And then I did The OC, which I'm surprised it took me this long to watch. I had never seen The OC. But one of my favorite show of all time is Gossip Girl, and then one of my favorite shows is Beverly Hills 90210, and The OC is like a perfect combo, so can't believe I'm just now watching it. And then I watched Firefly Lane season 2 part 2 because it came out, and I love Firefly Lane. In May, I was continuing with The OC because it's a long show. Queen Charlotte, XO Kitty in one day. I watched a couple episodes of The Vampire Diaries because I watched those with my sister, and then I watched H2O. I started my H2O rewatch. I do an annual H2O summer rewatch every single year. If you see these videos on my channel, I always talk about H2O, so that began my H2O rewatch. In June, I watched Manifest season 4 part 2 in one day because it came out. 4 Weddings, Sum of 4 Weddings. Never Have I Ever season 4 because it came out, I believe. Married at First Sight season 13, and then Claim to Fame season 2 as it aired. In July, I watched The Bachelorette, The Summer I Turned Pretty season 1 again. Claim to Fame as it aired, The Summer I Turned Pretty season 2 as it aired, Sweet Magnolia season 3, Tiny Pretty Things, and then continued with my rewatch of H2O. In August, I watched Big Brother as it aired, which was so weird because that's usually my summer show, and they pushed it for the fall. So for this year, they pushed it to the fall, so I started it in August. Heartstopper season 2 in one day, The Summer I Turned Pretty season 2 as it aired continued, Claim to Fame as it aired, Bachelorette as it aired, High School Musical, the musical series season 4 in one day, H2O. I was apparently going through a phase and I watched Punk'd and Pranksters clips on YouTube, so those 2 shows. In September, my roommate and I started watching Shelter, but we just like never finished it because we wanted to watch the episodes together, and then life got in the way, so we need to finish Shelter. But from what we saw, it was good. I think we were on like episode 3 maybe, something like that. And then I watched The Summer I Turned Pretty again with my roommate and then one of my friends who had never seen the show, and so we like watched the whole thing again. I started my annual rewatch of Gossip Girl, the OG Gossip Girl. I usually start it in September, and then I try to like line it up to around Thanksgiving time. So Gossip Girl, continue with Big Brother as it aired, and Bachelor in Paradise as it aired. That's like something that me and my roommates like watching together, The Bachelor. In October, I continued with Big Brother, and then The Golden Bachelor began, so I watched that as it aired. Bachelor in Paradise, continued with Gossip Girl, and then I started PLL Original Sin per my sister's recommendation and then just never finished it. So I also need to finish Pretty Little Liars Original Sin, which is honestly not that normal for me. Like, to have 2 shows on my list that I didn't finish is very odd, so I've got some work to do. We're already in November. It's gonna be a short video. In November, I did a rewatch of Anne with an E Season 3 because there is something about Anne with an E Season 3, y'all. Big Brother as it aired, Golden Bachelor as it aired, Paradise as it aired, continued with Gossip Girl, and of course watched all of the Thanksgiving episodes on Thanksgiving, and then Dancing with the Stars as it aired. I did a rewatch of, or no, I did The Crown Season 6 Part 1 when it came out. I watched the Friends Thanksgiving episodes on Thanksgiving, the Phineas and Ferb Christmas episode, and then I did a rewatch of Normal People in 2 days. So I've done 3 Normal People watches, which is kind of weird for 2023. In December, so this month, I continued with Paradise. I watched the DWTS finale episode, which was very good. Dancing with the Stars had a very good season. I watched My Life with the Walter Boys in one day. You can see the saga of that on Vlogmas Week 1. I watched The Buccaneers, also in one day, mostly in one day. I think I watched 1 episode the night before with my sister, and then we finished the rest of the show the next day. But I need to talk about The Buccaneers, okay? I was hesitant to watch the show because I was like, I feel like there are so many shows just like this that are coming out all at the same time, so it's kind of overwhelming. But then I gave it a try, and oh my god, first of all, love Triangle of the Century. You can also see me experience this show on Vlogmas Week 2. I talk about it a little bit. I think that the show overall was just extremely well done. I think they kind of, I don't want to say they like turned what the idea that I had in my head of the show on its head, because I don't really think they, like, I don't think that's the correct way of putting it, but it's not what I expected, and I think it has a very different lens as compared to some other shows that take place at a similar time period. And the last episode is like one of the best episodes of television I think I've ever seen. So maybe that's an overstatement. Maybe it's just because I have just like recently watched it and haven't like had the chance to really absorb it yet. But I think that show is incredible. And I hope it goes on to win lots of things because that last episode was insane. The mother character, one of my favorite television characters. She's so iconic. The show in general is just so good. Like, go watch The Buccaneers. I'm gonna hype it up. And then I finished off the month with Big Brother Reindeer Games, which is like a Big Brother spinoff that they're doing for a couple weeks during the winter season, and that is still airing. And then I just finished, well, not just finished, but The Crown Season 6 Part 2 came out a few days ago. Watched it in one day, obviously. And I love The Crown. And yeah, I'm like kind of sad that it's over because I feel like it's kind of been so constant in my life since high school, so it's kind of weird. The first time I watched it was in 2017. My dad was like, you should watch this show. We were in London on vacation, started watching it, became obsessed with it, and have watched it as it's aired ever since. The season was so good. I thought the new cast, especially the young cast playing Will, Harry, and Kate, did so good. But my heart will always be with Claire Foy. I love Claire Foy. The show, if you have not seen The Crown though, is incredible. Every single cast member is like, first of all, I don't know how they find people that look so similar to the actual people and are that good at acting. Like, all of the actors in the entirety of the 6 seasons are incredible, and they look like the real people, which is like bonkers to me. Like, I don't know. But watch The Crown. It's some of the best acting that you'll ever see. So yeah, so they're all of the TV shows that I watched in 2023. Obviously, it's a lot of rewatches and repetitive stuff, but I like kind of keeping record, you know, it's kind of fun. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and be on the lookout for my 6-month movie update, as well as some other fun videos that I have in mind, including my 2023 reads list, which I'm so excited to share with you all. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!